In this video, we'll be looking at an alternative approach of finding the derivative of cos x using the first principle. And in order to use the first principle to find the derivative of cos x, there are two things that must be noted, and the first is the limit of sine theta over theta as theta tends to 0, and that is equal to 1. The second thing that must be noted is the trigonometry identity of cos a minus cos b, and this is equal to negative 2 sine a plus b over 2 multiplied by sine a minus b over 2. So given y to be equal to cos x, that means y plus delta y is going to be equal to cos x plus delta x. Now subtracting y from both sides, that means we'll be having y plus delta y minus y is equal to cos x plus delta x minus cos x. This y is going to eliminate this y, and we'll be left with delta y to be equal to cos x plus delta x minus cos x. So delta y over delta x is going to be cos x plus delta x minus cos x all over delta x. Now by comparison, if we compare this numerator with this trig identity, we see that here we have cos a minus cos b, and here we have cos x plus delta x minus cos x. That means our a in this trig identity is the same as x plus delta x, while b is the same as x. In that case, a plus b over 2 is going to be equal to x plus delta x plus x all over 2, and that is going to be equal to 2x plus delta x over 2. Also, a minus b over 2 is going to be equal to x plus delta x minus x all over 2, and that is going to be equal to delta x over 2. In that case, delta y over delta x is equal to, then this is going to be negative 2 sine. So a plus b over 2 is the same as 2x plus delta x over 2, then multiplied by sine a minus b over 2 is the same as delta x over 2 all over delta x. So that means delta y over delta x is equal to negative 2 sine 2x plus delta x over 2 is going to result into x plus delta x over 2, then multiply by sine delta x over 2 all over delta x. Dividing both the numerator and the denominator by 2, so we are going to have delta y over delta x to be equal to negative sine x plus delta x over 2 multiplied by sine delta x over 2 all over delta x over 2. This can be written as delta y over delta x to be equal to negative sine x plus delta x over 2, then multiply by sine delta x over 2 all over delta x over 2. Recall that the limit of sine theta over theta as theta tends to 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, as delta x tends to 0 in this case, delta y over delta x is going to tend to dy over dx, and sine delta x over 2 divided by delta x over 2 is also going to tend to 1, being that as sine theta over theta is equal to 1 as theta tends to 0. So as delta x is tending to 0 here, that means this also is going to tend to. That means dy over dx is going to be equal to negative sine x plus 0 multiplied by 1, which is equal to negative sine x. Therefore, if y is equal to cos x, then the y over dx is equal to negative sine x.